So a wild first game to start us off here. 6-2 your final with Southsiders over the Dolphins. The Dolphins finally getting their first goals. In this one, we'll see if the Kings can do the same. Chicago Raiders and Belmont Heights Kings. The Kings lost to the Southsiders in their last game. The Raiders beat the Dolphins in their first game. Here, week 2 action on the NBHL. Thank you so much for joining us. Twitch.tv/NBHL official. Or, of course, you can catch all the action on our Roku channel, Ball Hockey by MVP. Chris Blair with Daniel Wilson. Daniel, break this one down for me. What are we expecting to see from the Raiders and the Kings today?
Well, for the Raiders, we got plenty of guys that we're going to look at here. Now, what you have not saw from the stat sheet is that in the previous game, the Raiders actually had 9 different players make the score sheet. But one that really stands out to me the most is Eddie Armstrong. He has 2 goals from that previous game, but he also touts a very strong slap shot, one that is comparable to Shea Weber. He was in a hardest shot competition. He was eliminated in the semifinal, but he did post a speed of 115 miles per hour. If anyone's going to be blocking shots, they better be bringing some ice packs. But as for the Kings, we're going to have to see if there's anyone that can match what the Dolphins did. But right now, the one that we think is the one that's going to do that is Anthony Martino.
Yep, it's like we talked about. Frank Klein of the Raiders, director of the Chicago division, basically said in this 4-team division, you've got the Southsiders and the Raiders as the experienced teams, the teams with a lot of tournament players, and then you've got the Kings and the Dolphins that have some fresh, young talent, but maybe not as much experience under their belts. We've got the Kings today in black on your left-hand side as teams are finishing up warm-ups here. Captain Brian Dudek and Captain Chris Bauer of the Raiders. We had Sam Espinoza had 2 assists in that game. Eddie Armstrong had 2 goals with that insane hard shot. Chris Landowski, also someone to watch. Like I said, Captain Chris Bauer, Billy Jacques, goaltender Billy Jacques. He's going to be tough to beat. So Kings, like I said, trying to get their first goal of the season. It's an early season here. It's only their second week. Of course, if you've been following us on MVP TV, here again, twitch.tv/NBHL official, or the Roku channel, Ball Hockey by MVP. This is the 3rd week of NBHL play, but only the 2nd week of Chicago. Each division of the 12 doing things a little bit differently. But stick with us all summer long as we're going to be having action every week. Last week we were in New Jersey and Philly. The week before that we were in DC. Now we are here in beautiful Windy City, Chicago. It's a nice sunny day. Sounds like it's cold. Our Signlight reporter Anjanette Rieger reporting that it is a brisk 40s or 50s with a nice breeze. But seems like perfect hockey weather for me. Raiders and Kings here finishing up their warm-ups. We get ready to start the 2nd game of the Chicago division. Any other insights that Frank Klein gave you? Any other things to watch here, Daniel?
Well, what I can tell you is that unlike the Southsiders, who we see about 1 or 2 players that have a dominant performance, the Raiders is a very balanced team. It's pretty easy to pick one player and they'll produce for you pretty easily. And he feels very confident that the Raiders are going to be the team to beat in this division.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. I know netminder Billy Jacques and Frank Klein have a long history. These guys have been playing together for a long time. And Frank's just been really excited to help grow the sport in Chicago. I know their big tournament, it's typically the first one of the year in the national tournament scene. They were basically the only tournament that happened in 2020 before the pandemic shut everything down. Of course, we're used to seeing the Super Bowl bye week, the Holiday Bash. There's so many, the North Americans, so many huge ball hockey tournaments, so many of them canceled last year. Of course, they didn't get to do it this year, but instead we have something, in my opinion, even cooler. We have the NBHL. So, like I said, Frank, a big part of the community, and he and Jacques have been playing for a long time. And it's just exciting to be a part of this new endeavor and see teams getting ready to... Okay. And it sounds like we are now getting ready to go. See Mike Cavanaugh lining up there for the Kings. His winger, Mark Lukaszwicz, is also there. Okay, and it does sound like we are getting ready to go. Yep, we are getting ready to drop the ball here for the first period face-off, second game of our doubleheader. Thank you for bearing with me through that. And we're off. Kings win the first draw. They take it in on the right-hand side. Lukaszwicz was there, but he couldn't control. Now along the half wall, pressed in by the Raiders. But Kings with early possession as that one ramps off a stick and up and out of play. But Kings with the first early push here. Didn't get the ball on net, but that's still encouraging to see. Of course, the Kings still looking for their first NBHL goal. Who will it be? Mark Lukaszwicz is there to take the draw again. And they win it again, although possibly one forward there by Fred Kaleda of the Raiders. Back and forth we go. Kings now have it. On the left-hand side, kicks it back to the point, shoveled in towards the net. Billy Jacques was there, but I don't think he had to make the save. Kings still have it. Chris Rieger in that left-hand corner tries to send it up into the middle and can't. And now that's collected by the Raiders and sent in the other way. Raiders, that one just trickling off the stick of Miles Severny. Tries to get that one in front. There's Frank Klein, number 9. Pressed along the boards. Klein loses it. And coming the other way with speed is Lukaszwicz. Sends it in front. Mark Lukaszwicz with a great opportunity. Kavanaugh tries to get it under. Chris Rieger's there in front. Rieger swats at it. Pressing against Landowski. Chris Landowski has it and gets it out. Raiders manage to escape the zone as they make a change behind the play. Dishing across to Shane Uhl. Gets that one to Barrera. Gabe Barrera on his backhand sends it across to the D. Chance on the point there, but can't get that one into Gianpietro. Tries to shovel and a save. Gianpietro managed to keep that one out. Early here in the first period, zeros up on the board.
We can already see that the Kings are trying to play the aggressive route. That's a big difference for what we saw in game number 1. If they can take control of this game, we can pretty much see a close one today.
I agree. Yeah, this one has been pretty even so far. The first couple minutes, Jeremy Fredette keeping that one in. Walked up the wall and sent back to Fredette. Almost bobbles that one, but he does manage to get it in deep. Not on net, but in deep. Gabe Barrera is there. Shoveled aside by Brian Dudek. Number 12, the captain of the Kings. Gabe Ferreira tries to muscle in front. Backdoor, nice opportunity! Josh Kramer, huge, breaking up that pass. That was wide open, but it doesn't go. From the point, back down to Barrera. Gabe Barrera. The Kings can't quite get it out. Long stretch here of possession. D-man sends it in. Picked up in the corner. Kings now with it, but they can't control. That one takes a weird bounce off the fence. Back in. Wasn't quite ready for the one-timer, though. That was Gabe Ferreira, number 13. Up, but not out. Fredette, he held the line, but eventually was forced to retreat. Back to Barrera. He gets in again. Shot. Good opportunity. That one just singing right by Gianpietro. Andrew Weissenberger tried to make a move there. Anthony Andras, and he can't get it out. Raiders changing again. Coming back down into the corner. Turned aside by Dudek. But they can't get it out. Kings. Ooh. Saw a bit of equipment fly there. That was maybe a glove. Down into the corner. Smothered by Gianpietro.
Well, it was close to becoming a 1-0 game, but I would have preferred that Josh Kramer played a little closer to his check, but he did get enough of a poke check to delay that opportunity and give time for his goalie to get ready.
I believe that was Kramer who also had that huge breakup on the backdoor opportunity. So good defensive play there by the Kings. In front, tries to shuffle it forward on the backhand, turned aside by Gianpietro. Lukaszwicz is in the corner. Fought that one off. Tries to one-time it. Good opportunity there in the slot, but the Kings held to their man. Now springing on the offense. Oh, that one just got behind him a little bit. It's Kavanaugh. So he doesn't quite get the rush opportunity, but they do possess. From the point and along the sides. Back down underneath. Rolling up along the half boards. Kavanaugh. He backs off. Lukaszwicz is there. And across to Andras, but he lost it. Chased that one into the zone. Nico Lazzaroni. Lazzaroni's got a man all on top of him. Espinoza. He throws his hands up in the air with confusion, and I think they are going to call that one. I think Espinoza's going to sit.
Yeah, I think that's no question. I'll hold.
Let's take a look at the official. Yep, it is going to be a hold. Let's take a look. There it is, Espinoza right there. I mean, yeah.
You're right up on the face. I mean, I guess you could have called that roughing, but nonetheless, I mean, it's not just the glove. That's the stick as well.
Oh, they both went. They both went. So we are going to be even strength here.
Ooh.
Interesting. I mean, definitely feel like Espinoza was in the wrong there. We'll see if we can get another look at that and see what they took the Kings player for. Either way, we are even here. Sounds like both holds possibly. Either way, we're even up. Two men have to sit and think about what they did. Kings coming away, shot, rebound, good opportunity. Stick tap there for Billy Jacques as he keeps it 0-0. Kings, Jeff Stair lost it on the blue line. Back to Alessandro Moraca. In front, stick handled around, good opportunity, loose, score! Raiders, and it's 1-0.
That was a perfect setup. We see the number 91 just dinks around. Well, not only does he dink around, he has to go behind the goaltender, and just by chance, we see them. Oh. That is Dan Brunner with the follow-up.
Yep. Brunner with the goal. You know, surprisingly, when you watch that again, Gianpietro's stick got pretty close to that. At first, I thought that was just wide open, no chance. Rocco Gianpietro, goaltender for the Kings, he got close, but that's a tough one. That's an unfortunate one. Good opportunity by the Raiders, and yeah, Dan Brunner gets his team on the board here, 1-0. Here about midway in the first period. Let's see. Officials talking to the D-man of the Raiders. Okay, sounds like we're just getting some clarification on our player without a jersey number for the Raiders. In the meantime, that one will go all the way down for icing. So Kings will have an offensive zone draw. Try and see if they can respond to Brunner's tap in there to make it 1-0.
And let's go back to that penalty here, and now watch the Kings player. Watch how he responds.
Yeah, I think you just started to see him kind of wrap his arm around Espinoza's arm. So I think that may be why they took both. Big collision there along the wall. Barrera comes away with it. Gabe Barrera across to his D-man. Back to Barrera. They're struggling to gain the zone here. Now they do. Fredette walking in. Chance and Gianpietro hangs on.
Well, Verdette looks at a double team. He splits the D. He has to really push through to get that opportunity. Had he gotten through that one defenseman a little bit more, he probably would have had a quality chance.
Yep. Good opportunity there, Jeremy Fredette. And Giampietro comes up big. Yeah, that's a close one. It stays 1-0. And now we are back in action. It does sound like a couple of the Kings players who are struggling with the traffic situation are here. Chance of 3-on-1 here. It is a delayed call, so there will be a penalty. Kings with an opportunity. There's the touch.
It's going to be against the Raiders.
Some frustrated voices here from the Raiders. Whatever the call is, they don't like it. We'll keep an eye. Let's see. Looks like a rough.
Let's see.
Looks like it's possibly a roughing call. Yep,
it's a rough.
And yes, we can confirm that Cody Spiroff and Eric Wachal of the Kings have arrived, and it is going to be Gabe Ferreira who is going to sit on the penalty. So Kings with an opportunity here to try to get back into this game here late in the first period, 1-0. Still searching for their first NBHL goal in this young season. Only their second game. They did lose last week in a shutout to the Chicago Southsiders. Good clear by the Raiders. Sit down to Giampietro. Picked up by the Kings as they try to work it back into the zone. Held up at the line there by the Raiders D. Penalty kill just standing along the line. 30 seconds already down. 30 seconds to go. Body's pressing it there against Chris Rieger. He gets some help. That's what they need. They try to work that one out in front. Chance rolling. That one gets away from him. Weissenberger had an opportunity. Lost it now to Barrera. Barrera gets it in. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Kings with the one good opportunity. More rough stuff. Well, I don't know what that was. We'll keep an eye on that. Barrera was getting into it with one of the Kings. But that'll do it for the penalty. Raiders come in, lost the stick, and lost the ball. Sent around. That was Eddie Armstrong, number 89. He of that ridiculous slap shot. We'll keep an eye out for that and see if it manifests in this game. But in the meantime, Lukaszewicz of the Kings has it behind the net. Lost it. His man gets to it, though, on the backhand. Moraka can't do anything with it. And that one comes back to Barrera. Now down into the corner, and the Raiders have it again. Settled and worked in by the Raiders. Chasing after that one is Armstrong. Bodies come in. 2 minutes left to go here in the first of a 1-0 game. Raiders on top. Kings still looking for their first goal of the season. That one goes high and gloved down by Giampietro.
Well, the roughness is really picking up, but we see on the Kings side, attempted to clear, can't get around, but they do block that, and a tip-on attempt just can't get the right angle.
Yeah, just ramped up on him a little bit too high. Big slap shot there by Landowski. Underneath for Armstrong. And they try to kick that one back to the D, and they do. He's all alone. Landowski again with another shot. Doesn't quite make the net. Jeff Stair tries to put a body on it and can't. I agree with you, though. I'm definitely seeing the Kings responding with some physicality. We wondered about that in our first game. The Dolphins didn't have much of an identity, so we're seeing if maybe the Kings are trying to do that here. But, yeah, I mean, they're flirting with that line, and there's going to be another call here. We'll see who it goes against. Sounds like possibly a high stick, but we'll wait for the official. Yep, it is a high stick. And we'll see it right here.
Let's see.
Boom, there it is.
Put them up high.
Anthony Andras is going to sit. So Raiders now with the opportunity late here in the period. Minute 26 left to go. So they have the opportunity to close out the period on the power play. Fredette. Jeremy Fredette just above the blue line, sends that one down. Kings pressing, but can't control. Raiders still with it. Dished across, right to center. Very patient, and sends that one aside. Raiders held to the outside, looking for their opportunities. Very patient here. Final minute of play in the first period of a 1-0 game. They try to double the lead. 30 seconds left to go. Shorthanded chance here. Kramer couldn't get to it, though. Back in front. Nice opportunity. Clock winding down here. Slapped out by the Kings. About 15 seconds to go. I think that one ended up out of play. So yeah, this one is going to come back. 15 seconds left to go here on the penalty. So just a little bit over 30 seconds left to go in the period.
Well, the penalty kill has been
Shane
really getting to work for both teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, seeing a little bit of the rough stuff. Miles Silverny wins the draw over Justin Kramer. I'm sorry, Josh Kramer. Now down into the corner. That one ramps off Fredette's stick, but he does have it. Kramer's there and trying to hold their men off. Raiders keeping players high. Big shot from outside and glove down by Gianpietro. Good glove. And we can confirm that the Raiders player with no number that we're looking at right now is in fact Mark Ricassis. Appreciate the help from our people on site, Anjanette Rieger, Joey Delgado, here on MVP TV. Gabe Barrera tries to win the draw. Kings, again, late here in the period. Looks like, I believe the power play may be over. Some complaints there by Mike Cavanaugh. Ball bouncing down. Glove down, and I think that's going to do it for the period. 1-0 your score here. Raiders on top. Both teams with some extracurriculars and with successful penalty kills. Break this one down for me, Daniel. What are we seeing?
Yeah, the complaint that you saw, I heard him say that he was stepping on the ball. He was looking for a delay game. He did not get that. There was a total of 4 penalties in that whole period. And I got a feeling that's not going to be the end of it. These teams really want the fight for something. The Raiders want to get onto the top of the league. The Kings want to get in the running here, so expect it to pick up.
Yeah, no, we're definitely seeing some of the rough stuff, and it's early. But I get it. You're 4 periods deep into a young season, and you still haven't scored. We saw the Dolphins in the last game. It took them until their 6th period. Interestingly enough, they managed to get 2 behind Tobias in less than a minute. So made that game pretty exciting for a second there. Eventually, the Southsiders did run away with it, the 6-2 final. Do we think we're going to see the same?
If the Kings keep playing the way they are, I would expect that they're going to break that goose egg probably this period.
I think you're right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was also the game that the Haas line had at 7-5. Is that right?
I believe that's how he called it. He had called Game 2 a 4-0 shutout, to which, of course, that did not happen, but he did call it for the correct team.
That's true, and it was a 4-goal win, so there's that. All right, Haas, well, we'll see. If you are to be trusted, then we should be expecting 11 more goals. Call me a skeptic, but I do agree with you. I think we are going to see the Kings break the seal here. Let's see if they can do it now. Teams are even up. They do win the draw, but the Raiders control. Wins that one in. Nice shot there, fought off by Gianpietro. Ferrara. Oh, nice hand-eye there. Kings get that one out on the bounce. And it doesn't go for icing, so slick hands there. Didn't see who that was, but nice job by the Belmont Heights Kings to Clear the zone, and and that one just trickles off his stick, sliding in. And we got a whistle. Hand pass.
Hand pass.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, I believe that was the player sliding in to try to hold the zone. Chris Rieger just couldn't quite control it. It got away from him. But unfortunately, they do get caught on the hand pass. So back it comes. Raiders off the draw, try to fight that one in. They can't. Rieger has it. He gains the long. That looked like that was offside to me, but I guess not. I thought Andras was across the line before Rieger was, but no call, and we play on. Barrera fights off his check, gets it on the left-hand side. Stick handling as his players enter the zone, and he gets it back to the point. Back for Barrera. Just inside the blue line. Kicks it across DDD to Captain Bauer. In the feed, scores! Was that Brunner again?
It is Brunner. He has number 2, and he now overtakes Eddie Armstrong for a team leader on goals.
Well, let's take a look at it. It's in the feet of the Kings. There it is.
There was just a lot of room. He was not covering that upper side. He was focusing 5-hole. That's too much room for him to leave.
Yep. Big corner there, and he just beats him high glove side. So he's got another one. That's his 3rd goal on this young season. And he sees his team to a 2-0 lead. And they come again in waves. Here's Armstrong, possibly looking to get that lead back, or at least tie. A bouncer. It sounds like a couple more of the Kings players have managed to trickle in after that weird traffic jam. That one comes in offside. The Kings are going to have to come back and do it again. There it is, Frank Klein, director of the Chicago division. He's been here for a long time. Let's take a look at that hand pass. No way!
Hand pass, go.
Oh, there it is.
Well, hold on.
There
Look
it
again.
is.
Look again. Yeah, right there.
I thought it was,
he gloved it down off the pass.
I thought it was Lazzaroni, but it wasn't. So, okay. All right, officials, you win. That was a good call. Good call. I was wrong. Kings now trying to work this one out. Bouncing off the boards. Now they managed to get it out. Chance for a 3-on-2. He's got it. Shot! Oh, what an opportunity there. Sean O'Brien.
I mean, in your
bring it home.
In your defense, I was fooled by that too. But here's that last opportunity. Yeah, just a great stick by Chris Landowski.
Yep, it was Landowski who broke that one up. Number 7 for the Raiders. No, you're right. I was wrong. I thought it was Lazzaroni that they were calling, but it was a legitimate hand pass. So good job, officials. That's why you do that and we do this. Maybe another hand pass there. Nope. This one bouncing around. Raiders on the offense. Back and forth we go in the neutral zone, and that one comes all the way down and smothered. Good opportunity by the Kings there, but Jacques gets to it first.
Well, we can tell that the Kings are starting to respond here. It's just a matter of trying to get that ball to bounce their way.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely much less of a one-sided affair that we saw in the Dolphins-Southsiders matchup, especially through those first 2 periods. Like I said, Dolphins made it interesting early in the 3rd, but that was really a dominant effort by the Southsiders. Here, even though it's 2 goals, here about midway in the 2nd period, chance, shot, score! Just like that, Kings make it a 1-goal game.
Eric Wachow with a goal.
Let's take a look at it again. Number 98.
And this is one of those things where you fight for a position, and he spins around to the backhand, and no one's expecting that. And even Fredette didn't see that coming in the slot.
Yeah. We got word from our ringside. Anjanette, what do you have?
Yeah, that was Eric Wachtel who scored that, number 98. He was actually one of the guys stuck in the traffic jam, so the Kings are very happy he's here with them now.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's great. That's really good to know. Thanks, Anjanette. Like we said, if you missed us at the top of the broadcast, there was a pretty nasty pileup on the highway. A couple of the Kings players were late. This game was very briefly delayed. So there he is, number 98, the goal scorer that makes this a one-goal game. He was one of those guys stuck in traffic. So fascinating. Thanks, Anjanette. Back to the action now. Kings have it, and they are feeling it here late in the second period. Trying to get that equalizer. They finally got their first goal of the season. Ball bouncing around here. Raiders trying to get back in and can't. Swatted at there by John Lean. Back to Wakel. Raiders have it. Fred Kaleda takes a shot. On the backside. Coming around. Again, handled by Kaleda. Raiders keeping it in. Nice job there by the captain, Chris Bauer. He tries a center. Shot! Oh, and he scores!
Fred Kaleda. And that starts off with that pass from the corner. That is Chris Bauer. He once again, this is what we're talking about at the top, with this being a very balanced team. Fred Kaleda set up, even with coverage, just finds that hole.
Beats him 5-hole, and you said on the other goal, it felt like Gianpietro was too focused on the 5-hole and got beat glove side. That time, cleanly 5-hole. That's a tough one. 3-1 your score. Won by the Kings. Late here in the second period. There's Bauer again, the captain, with that big assist. But it's tough when you got a player wide open in the slot like that. Gabe Barrera now has it in the zone. Gets it in deep. Kings on it first, though. Andras. But he can't control. Frank Klein. Frank Klein. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't Frank. That was 91, not 9. That one gets into Gianpietro, who smothers. 5:55 left to go here in the second period. 3-1 Raiders, your score. Thanks for sticking with us here on twitch.tv/NBHL official. Of course, you can also catch us on our Roku channel, Ball Hockey by MVP. And don't forget to go to the Roku on Tuesday for Delayed Calls, which will be our highlight show, an opportunity to take a look at some second chances here. Good opportunity there by held by Gianpietro. Raiders fighting for it here. They have it again. Landowski sends that one across as the Raiders try to gain the line. Kings kind of holding him up, but Brunner, he had a goal today. Back to Landowski, big shot! Gianpietro hangs on.
Well, we got to take a look at this save. See, there's a lot of room on the far side. He looks for an opening, finds his man, and look at how much room there is, and great response.
Oh!
Just making
What
that
a
stop.
stop.
Well,
Awesome blocker save there. You see Eddie Armstrong, he of the legendary slap shot. 115 miles an hour, really? Well, we shall see. Either way, Kings have it. They gain the zone. Flip that one in deep and chase. Kramer. Josh Kramer. Then they begin the cycle. Collected underneath again. Lost. Spit back out in front. They do hold the zone, though. Kramer up. No, Kramer is now forced to back out. Armstrong has it. Of course, you mentioned in that interview with Frank Klein that the Eddies are the ones to watch out for in this division. Eddie Armstrong, number 89 of the Raiders. Kings get it in. Chance for possibly a 2-on-1. And that one's just sent wide. Raiders have it again. Sam Espinosa. He had 2 helpers in their first game against the Dolphins. Sends that one back down to his man. And back for Espinosa. The lone forechecker for the Kings. So not putting too much pressure to Mike Cavanaugh. Chasing after that one. That one bounced across past Kramer, who does manage to glove it down, though. Josh Kramer. Time winding down here in the second period. 3-1 your score. Raiders in charge. That one's going to go for icing.
Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, it looks like Cody Spuroff got upset with something. He was making a motion towards the bench. I'm not sure what for.
Interesting. We've seen less of the rough stuff this period than we did in the first. But, I don't know. I feel like that goal maybe energized the Kings a little bit, get them to focus. Sounds like we've got some... Nope. Okay, never mind. I apologize. Thought we had some information. Spiroff is one of the other players who was also affected by the traffic jam. So interesting to see there. Verdette chasing that one down. Another icing call. Some tired Kings players still held out there. There's Jeremy Fredette. He's had a pretty solid game so far. Daniel, who are we thinking is our early possible MVP candidates in this one? We had a hat trick in the last game. Not so much here.
Yeah, I got a feeling that we might see another one. Dan Brunner has 2 for the game.
That's true. That's true. Number 79. And they score! 4-1. Raiders do it again. Let's see it again.
Let's see. That is going to be Miles Serverne as he dodges around looks like a double team, and then he just beats him on the low far side. And as we just mentioned, there is quite a bit of players that are getting on the score sheet in this game. I got a feeling that they might beat the 9 that they got from last week.
Yeah, wild. It's 4-1 now your score. Sounds like Kings have it, and they do. Just under 4 to play here in the second period. Kings got to find an answer before this one gets away from them. Of course, now last game, Dolphins managed to cut that lead to 2. It was 4-2 after a wild beginning to the third period. So Kings, in a similar situation, they finally got their first goal of the season, but now, here we come again, Silverne on the backhand. Lost that one. Back to Coletta. He's also got a goal today. Like you said, Daniel, Raiders really don't have any one person to key in on. They are spreading the love and getting all over the score sheet. Brunner does have 2, but a lot of players in on the action here. Kings looking for an answer. Raiders trying to grow their lead with 3 minutes left to go in the second. In front goes down Shane Uhl. No call as we continue on. Raiders trying to press their advantage. Almost lost that one. Good job by Fredette. Stick handles between 2 men. Can't do it. But they got to tag up so the Kings don't have an opportunity to attack. Instead, here come the Raiders. Barrera, his shot. They healed that one. Chased in by Brunner. Possibly looking for the hat trick. Jeff Stair keeps that one out of his reach. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go now here in the second period of a 4-1 game. Raiders trying to stay undefeated. Kings trying to get their first win in this young season. Week 2 of the Chicago division in the NBHL. Raiders again. Ferreira. Nice job, Ferreira, spinning off his man. Wachell, he's got the lone goal for the Kings. Held behind. Wants to get that one up to Bauer. Bauer was wide open. He takes his shot. Nugget! Gianpietro with the save.
That was Bauer with the shot. But something I need to see from the Kings. I want to see the Kings from the first period because I've seen the forecheck slack off this period, and now it's gotten them into a 3-goal hole.
No, I think you're right. It's been interesting that ever since the goal that physical edge just hasn't quite been there, and I don't know if they just felt relieved as finally getting that goal or what, but Kings really need to get back to what they were doing right in that first period. Raiders just pressing hard on them right now. Late here in the second, we're under 2 to play, 4-1 your score. Kings do have it. Minute 30 now. Bauer tried to glove that one down. Keeps it in the zone, but he can't control. The Kings will flip that one high, and that one is going to go all the way down for icing. Thanks again so much for being with us, and stick with MVP TV all throughout the NBHL's first season here. We will be bringing action to you every weekend this summer. You can catch it on twitch.tv/NBHL official or our Roku channel, Ball Hockey by MVP. This action is being brought to you, of course, by cameraman Joey Delgado, sideline reporter Anjanette Rieger, and our director Justin Coette. So thank you guys for helping make this action possible. As we continue here, as the second period winds down, the Raiders have it. Armstrong, there's that shot! Well, that was a fast one. I don't know if it was 115 miles an hour fast, but that was a fast one. Bouncing that one in. Tried to spring his man on the rush. Can't. Chance there. Diving shot! Oh, what a save, Gianpietro!
He was sliding across to make that save. We see that is Sam Espinosa waiting at the blue line and then decides to go left. Now, I don't know that's what he intended to do, but that was a desperation shot, but it just caught him off guard a little bit, but still got the glove down.
Good opportunity. I think that was off the shaft of his stick. I think if he got more blade on that, it probably would have been a little bit faster. It was a little bit of a change-up, and that gave Gianpietro enough time to get to it. Here, under a minute to play in the second period, Kings trying to find something to build on as they head to the third. They do have possession. A lot of bodies in front. Fake the pass to the slot, back to the point, and back down to the goal line. Players sliding in there to position for the block. There's just not a lot of room as that one dances off Weissenberger's stick. He can't control. Raiders have it now. About 30 seconds left to go. Raiders have it. One last chance here, possibly. That one trickles away from him. Here's an opportunity on the breakaway. Andros, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Oh, and he can't make anything happen. Just slowed up just a little bit. Gave the Raiders defense enough time to get back in, and that is going to do it for the second period. 4-1, but Daniel, what a missed opportunity there in the dying seconds.
I was just wanting to scream at... I was just looking to scream at him because that was way too slow. He has three men in front. Just either take the shot or make the pass. And now you got everyone crowding the slot. At least get something on net.
Yeah, Rieger and Kavanaugh must be so frustrated. It's a 3-goal game. The last 10 seconds of the period, you get one of your best chances offensively, and you waste it. That's got to be so frustrating. But it is what it is. 4-1 is your score. Let's go down to sideline. Rieger, what are your thoughts?
Hey guys, you can really tell the feeling on both benches here. Over on the Raiders side, lots of smiles, a little bit lighthearted. On the Kings side, they definitely are feeling the stress, it appears, and really got their eye on the court. But we will see, and I heard you guys talk a little earlier about the fight coming in and out of the one door that they have to share. Don't worry, guys, they think it's just as nuts as you do.
Thanks so much, Anjanette, down there. Hopefully you're staying warm. I know you said it was pretty chilly down there, but yeah, Daniel, especially in a game that the temperatures kind of run hot a little bit, do you think that one door might play into that a little bit of giving a little bit of extra shoulder shoves on your way to your bench?
Though I don't know how the officials would feel about that. We do see a third official right by the door, so they're not doing it without being watched.
Now, that's true, but you got to assume that there's a little bit of chippiness there, right? Especially if you're the Kings, you're a little salty, you're a little frustrated. Like Anjanette said, there's going to be the slight, stick here or there, elbow here or there. You look for any edge you can get, right? Try and get under their skin. But in the meantime, third period underway, 4-1 your score. The Raiders on top and so far undefeated in this young season. They look to add to that lead now. Kings trying to work it out. They do have possession, and they manage to walk it up the wall. They get to the red line. That one rolls off his stick, and he lets it. Kramer manages to muscle his way through, but he lost it. Fredette now, and he can't control. Stick handling there is Ferrara. They get it inside. Big shot! Scores! 5-1, and the Raiders are starting to run away with it.
what a shot by Jeremy Fredette. And look at that. Was that even a slap shot, or... Yeah, that was right in front of the blue line. Oh yeah, he did wind up on that one. I'm sure it does not beat Eddie Armstrong on the radar gun, but hard enough to beat him.
Looks like Gianpietro maybe got a piece of it, but unfortunately that one does find its way in. 5-1 now your score. And you know, we were talking about Brunner as potentially being the MVP, but I gotta say, I've really liked Jeremy Fredette's game so far today. I think he's been all over the place and now gets rewarded with the goal. Nice little move there. Raiders work it out. Comes all the way back. Kings on the offensive. That one just over the glove. Comes all the way deep, and I do believe that one's going to go for icing. But, yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts here? I've really liked Fredette's game. I know Brunner's got the 2 goals, but I think Fredette has been huge defensively for the Raiders.
Yeah, you can argue that while Brunner has definitely been putting the goals up for the Raiders, Fredette has been playing a more balanced game. He'll play all around.
Well, there's still plenty of time to go here early in the third. 5-1 your score. Kings not out of it yet, but they've got quite a hill to climb. This is pretty much the narrative that Frank Klein told us to expect, the director of the Chicago division, saying how the Raiders and the Southsiders are just built with much more experience, and he expects that it could take possibly half the season for them to find their feet. Good shot opportunity there by Martino, but that one goes high and misses the net. That one bounces off his stick, but Kramer still has it. Josh Kramer on the goal line. Gets that one down towards Martino. He can't control. Gets up to the point, and Dudek can't hold. The captain lost it, and now he loses a foot race. Don't know if he's tired or didn't know Espinoza was coming, but they have it now in the slot. Kicked back to the point, bouncing. 2 Kings there, they can't control. So the one comes all the way up to the blue line, but they still have it. And Raiders come back in. They have a 4-goal cushion here, but they look for more. Big shot, and that one didn't miss by much. Now along the Kings blue line and back in front, underneath, backhanded up but not out. Tried to get that one in front. Gianpietro hangs on instead, so we're going to have a face-off in the Kings zone.
We're going to take a look at this one shot. There was a great opportunity by Anthony Martino, but he had an option to his left side. He decides to take the shot. He does not even hit the net.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision a little bit there. He didn't see that he had Kramer on his left. He did have the corners. They were available, but you're right. You got to make the goalie make a save, right? Either way, Kings have it in the feet, bouncing back and forth in the neutral zone. Josh Lean sends that one down. They gain the zone, but don't have possession. We saw the same sort of thing with the Dolphins earlier today, where they could get the ball in, but they weren't controlling it. Here come the Raiders again. Big shot, save, rebound, second opportunity. In the feet, where is it? They've got it along the goal line, and that one just skitters across the crease. Kings have it. John Lean. He can't get rid of it. Uhl is there. Back to his defensive partner. And around it goes. This one goes down for icing. Yes, that will be icing. Let's take a look at that goofy bench situation. Rieger, you have anything for us?
Yeah, guys, they're a little more orderly this time, but I've seen them fight for position as they come in and out of that same door, helping each other in and out.
That's what I suspected. It's interesting not only seeing the single door, but just the benches themselves being that close. Kind of makes me wonder how cautious you have to be, how you're communicating with your players, your teammates, that you don't want to give away any secrets, any strategies, any plans. They're like literally shoulder to shoulder down there. Super bizarre. But that's just one of the fun things about the NBHL and having these 12 divisions all across the country. Everything's a little bit different. That one shot, and don't know if Gianpietro got his foot on that or not. It was close. Coming back to the point. Shot. Big save. Rebound. Loose. Digging away. And did they score? No. No goal.
No.
Oh, pushing and shoving now.
And this is going to be
close. I saw the
close.
official point and then wave and then point again and wave again.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Where's that ball land? Oh, it's hard to see.
It's in his feet. Oh, there it is. His glove's there. Gianpietro's glove is there.
Across the line.
Oh, now it's bouncing. There it is. Wild. That's a strange sequence. Nonetheless, score remains 5-1. Big shot turned aside by Gianpietro again. Raiders pressing in now. The big lead here midway through the third period. Kings are going to need to find a spark here if they want to get back into this game. It has been tough going. Pretty much ever since that 3-1 goal, the Raiders have taken back control. Rieger had it. Got it up to his man. That's Maraca. They gain the zone. Andras has it. Tries to center at the top of the circle and gave it away. Raiders have it again. They gain the zone. Can't manage to get that one deep and turns out over. Kings has to duck there. And that one goes all the way down. And I think that's going to be icing again. 5-1 your score. Raiders on top and doesn't look like they're going to give it away. This has been a very complete team effort by the Raiders, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I was just taking a quick look at the Twitch chat, and I do have to agree with someone. It's looking like the Kings are tired, and I go back to that foot race we saw earlier. It looked like the Kings could have easily beat that race, but he just let up too soon. So I got a feeling that they're just running on fumes right now.
No, I think you're probably right. It's that was Espinoza who won that foot race, and he was way behind and managed to get that ball. No, I think you're probably right. We're about 5 left to go here. Rieger goes down. We got a whistle. Is it just for... Oh, throws the stick there. So was that just freezing the ball? Or... Yeah, I think that was just the ball was frozen. But, man, Anjanette, you were talking about it. They do seem a little frustrated. And we're seeing that now. Kings still with it. In the corner. On his foot. Lukaszwicz. Fighting for his Stair. Jeff Stair trying to get in against Uhl. That one kicked in front. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. Kings do manage to break it up, though. They don't have numbers. But they do manage to get it in. Andras loads up, has to fake. High slot. Rieger shot. Big save. Jock hasn't been tested much this game, but he's looked pretty solid. Giving up one goal in 6 periods. Still at the point. Lots of crowding in front. Players on the benches shouting. Big shot! And that one deflected, ramping right off of Chris Frederick and out of the zone.
Yeah, the Raiders bench was saying it was offside. We didn't see it from here, but the Kings, this was their best chance since the first period. We have not seen them with that fiery spirit since the first period.
Definitely some salt down there. Frustration got to be creeping in for the Kings. Five-1 your score. Raiders on top pretty much from get-go. They've been scoring early and often. Very even, pretty much up and down the roster. Everybody's been contributing, which is good. Josh Kramer set to take the draw for the Kings. They win the draw, but can't control. 2-on-0, down low. Chance, shot, opportunity on the back door, and the Raiders can't finish. Barrera. He's got it back to the point. At the blue line. Zone held and kicked down to the hash marks. Back again. Raiders have it. Slow it up. Send it back. Now on the other side. Just barely held in at the red line. Blocked by the Kings, but he can't clear. Ferrara gets it down. Ferrara, shot! Oh, and that one didn't miss by much. Late here in the third period. 5-1 your score. Kings, desperate to get out of the zone. They need 4. So they're going to need a miracle to take this one. He goes down. That's Ferrara. Chasing off of Spiroff. Can't control. Kings trying to get it out, and they do. Kings finally come away with it. Martino on the right-hand side. Pulls up just at the top of the circle. Takes the shot, but can't hit the net. Jacques just hasn't had to do much this game. That's really been the story. Raiders have it again. As they look to work it out. Content to just kill the clock here late in the third with a 5-1 lead. Back up to Bauer and sends it down. Takes back to the point, and now Barrera has it. Barrera walks in. Gets to the bottom of the left circle, and he pulls up. Nice stick handle around one man there. Good opportunity. Ball rolls off his stick. Gianpietro smothers. Rieger, talk to us. How are the Kings feeling down there?
Oh, it's definitely tense on the Kings bench, guys. They're well aware we have cameras here today wanting to go to replay on a couple of those calls that they didn't think were quite right. But we'll see as things go on. You can see, though, that they're really tight over here on the Kings bench.
I can't blame them. It's been a tough game. The calls really haven't been going their way. So thank you so much, sideline reporter Anjanette Rieger, down in the action in Chicago, along with Joey Delgado, cameraman. Thank you so much for sticking with us here on MVP TV. Again, Ball Hockey by MVP on Roku, or of course twitch.tv/NBHL official for all your NBHL action here this season. Follow us throughout the summer. We're going to cover as much as possible. Last weekend we were in New Jersey and Philly. The week before that, to open things up, we were in DC, here, Chicago. Thank you so much, Joey and Anjanette, for braving the cold. It sounds like it is a bit chilly down there today, but you are here helping us cover the action as Daniel and I sit comfortably in our studio. Raiders have it again. Gets it right to the slot. 2 minutes left to go here. 5-1 your score. Kings have it. Lukaschwitz in front. Jacques has to make a save. Defense comes in, bails him out, and here they go. Raiders can't quite enter the zone. Kings had it, lost it. Back to the Raiders, and they play pass. Back and forth. Now deep in the Kings zone. Lazzaroni has it. Oh, he bumped into Espinosa. We'll have to take a look at that. Espinosa's hurt. He's holding his face. He's going off for a change. Definitely, Anjanette, let us know if you can find out what happened there. In the meantime, play continues. No call. Shot by the Kings. Back again. Martino. He can't do anything with it, and Stair sends it harmlessly wide. Back to Martino. Again, deflection there by Lukaschwitz, but it's off the net. Stair chases after it. Can't control. 1:10 left to go here in the third period. 5-1 your score. Raiders looking to walk this one off. Just tells me that I'm excited to see the Raiders in the South Side play. In the meantime, they try to make it 6-1. Big shot! Don't know if Gianpietro stopped it or if the defense got in the way of that one. Under a minute left to play now. 5-1 your score. And yeah, I don't even think we're going to see Gianpietro leave because there's just not enough time. 30 seconds now. Kings just trying to get something to feel good about. And that one they can't connect. Kavanaugh. He was right there and just couldn't make contact. That's just about going to do it. Another shot. That one bounces harmlessly wide. Kings, you can see everyone slowing down in the final 10 seconds here as this one is all but over. Raiders will maintain their unbeaten streak, as do the South Side. Both teams looking really solid here. Hang on. We got some pushing and shoving. And again, as they all have to retire through that one door, we'll see if we get any more fun stuff. Okay, looks like they are all coming out for the handshakes for themselves. And that'll do it. 5-1, your final. Raiders pretty much in control this entire game. What are your thoughts there? And who do you see as our MVP today, Daniel?
Well, I just wanted to see the Kings get back to the informed that they were in the first period. It just never came to be. It was them being tired and frustrated. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, they can complain about the calls from the refs, but I don't think it would have mattered in this game. They were just outplayed in almost every aspect since the second period.
Yeah, really tough. I know we were talking about Brunner early on. He had the 2 goals. Personally, my call would have been Jeremy Fredette. I thought he had a really solid game, top to bottom. He was in on a lot of the action, really solid in holding the zone to keep a lot of those extended shifts alive for the Raiders. If anything, third star of the day has to go to the rough stuff. This is some of the biggest rough and tumble action that we've seen. I'm glad that it didn't erupt into a fight, but I definitely felt like it could have. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't go at each other at the bench after we saw how close they were to each other. But there was quite a lot of physicality, but it mostly occurred in the first period. But had the Kings kept that up throughout the game, it probably would have been a much closer game.
No, I agree with you there. It sounds like our sideline reporter, Anjanette Rieger, has a little bit more insight there. Let's go to Anjanette now. Anjanette, what do you got for us?
Yeah, it looks like when I was hanging out by both benches, there was a difference of opinion maybe on how much roughness there should be, but definitely the Raiders trying to calm things down a little bit and just have good, clean play here today.
Well, thanks so much, Anjanette. Of course, when you have a 4-goal lead, of course you're going to say that, right? It's, okay, guys, let's keep it clean. Let's not dirty the waters a little bit. But when you're down and your team needs a spark, of course you're going to do that. We saw some holding calls. We saw some roughing calls. There were quite a few penalties in this game, so I get it. I don't blame the Raiders for wanting to settle things down, but I don't blame the Kings either for wanting to mix it up. As we get ready to wrap here, Daniel, we also had an awesome game for the first one. Scott Wargan with the hat trick. He was our MVP for that game. I'm going to call it. I want to say that Jeremy Fredette's our MVP for this game. Rank our stars for the broadcast today. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, third star is you put the rough stuff in the second game today. Like I said, I would have liked to see a lot more of that in this game, but as you just mentioned, the Raiders just felt no reason to keep doing that with them having such a big lead. But I do want to give an honorary mention to in our first game to Alex Quinn, who we saw have that nasty leg injury. But when we saw him come back to the game, I'm impressed he was able to get through that pain and actually complete the game. I'm going to go with your pick, Jeremy Fredette. He has played a very well-rounded game, and we know that Dan Brunner scored 2 for the game, but as we mentioned at the start of the season, it's more than just its statistics. It's a combination of that, your contribution to the team, and critical moments in the game. But in this case, it was more about his contribution to the team. So that just leaves the first star being, no question, Scott Wargan. How can you beat a hat trick in the game when after even you give 2 goals, the first 2 goals to the opposing team, that there's just no beating it.
Yep, I got to agree with you, Captain Scott Wargan. You are our number 1 star. Thank you so much, sports fans, for following us again. Stick with us throughout the entire season here, twitch.tv/NBHL official, and of course our Roku channel, Ball Hockey by MVP. Roku is the only place where you can get delayed calls, which is our sort of retrospective on our week. Stick with us again. We were in Chicago this week. We were in Jersey and Philly last week. We were in DC the week before. Stick with us as we follow the action all across the country here on MVP TV. Thank you so much, Daniel. Of course, I've been Chris Blair. Big shout out to our sideline reporter, Anjanette Rieger, cameraman Joey Delgado, and our director, Justin Claudette. So for the team here at MVP TV, I've been Chris Blair. Thank you so much for following us, and we will see you next week.